I am so worried that Jeremy, my loving husband, truly thinks that this was a car service that I booked. Did you think this was like a black lane car?
I will say what was kind of cool was that he just went full speed. He turned on a siren once or twice to get through some intersections.
Because he's a fucking police officer.
I've got to tell you something. Take me off speaker.
Welcome back to another episode of Take Me Off Speaker. We're here with my husband, Jeremy Batoff.
Your special guest.
We will eventually have other guests on this podcast, but Jeremy and I have been together this entire time. Where have we been? We've been on Nantucket.
Where haven't we been, you mean?
We're literally just getting off a plane, and I have stories for all of you guys. Like, this was maybe the craziest 10 days of any summer I've ever had. Like,
The best 10 days, though.
The best. And I do want to start out by saying thank you to Jeremy, because he did plan the most truly insane birthday trip I could have ever imagined. Let me just start out with this. Jeremy loves surprises.
You don't like surprises.
Hate surprises. This surprise, you should surprise me with this every year. I want to be surprised with this every year for the rest of my life.
Then it wouldn't be a surprise, but okay.
I'll act surprised. Oh my God, again? You're doing this again? Okay, so there's this hotel in the south of France called Hotel du Cap. I would say it's probably the most iconic hotel in the south of France, right?
Definitely the most iconic I've been to.
This place, like, we've been by on a boat, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to stay at this hotel. Like, this just looks incredible. The way that they run this hotel, how do we explain this? It's like a private club.
Well, first of all, we've had a bunch of friends who've gone in the past.
We've had a ton of friends.
Seen a lot of photos over the years and everything else.
Sophia Richie got married there. It is like stunning. Amphar hosts a gala there. So like we've seen this regularly on our social media. And Jeremy has always been, he's like, no, we like staying in Nice. This is in Antibes. Like, we're not going to stay there. Also, you just can't book a room. I don't even know how did you book the room? I don't understand.
Through Cassandra. So Cassandra goes every year.
Oh, right. Okay. So our friend Cassandra,
she goes every year. She books a couple rooms, decides how many she's going to use. She might have friends come and this and that. So when she told me she was going for Carol's birthday, and I said, oh, wait a second, Carol and Eric have the same birthday. Maybe we should go too.
We should go.
Yeah.
We should go. Exactly. That's what he said. And he said we should go next year too. So Cassandra booked the rooms. They don't let you can't cancel the rooms. So basically Jeremy took one of Cassandra's rooms because like you literally cannot book this. You can't go to like the hotel's website.
Hotels.com.
Yeah, no, it's not on hotels.com.
Kayak.
That's why, like, this was such an unbelievable shock. Jeremy surprised me by giving me a hat that had the hotel's name on it. I'm like, why are you giving this hat?
Technically, this hat was from Carol.
Carol got me the hat. Jeremy gave me the hat, but Carol got the hat. And I was like, why are you giving me a hat? Because I know you've said, like, we're not going to go to this hotel anytime soon. So he surprised me with this ultimate trip with some of our closest friends.
Ultimate girls trip.
It was an ultimate girls trip. Carol was there. Cassandra was there. And it was actually, like, that was the most time we spent with Cassandra.
Yeah, and it was our whole neighborhood.
Cassandra owns, I don't even know how to describe it. She can make or break an entire beauty brand. She is like the beauty standard that you want to be, basically, is on violetgray.com. And basically she has like a whole network of these people who are on a committee. They review products. So she's got like plastic surgeons,
dermatologists, plastic surgeons,
everyone. And basically if it is not like the top of the game, they're not going to sell it on Violet.
If they don't like it.
And if they like it, Cassandra will sell it on Violet Gray. So you know if you're buying it on there, it's great. This is not supposed to be just a sponsored Violet Gray episode, but point being, Cassandra, thank you for the rooms. Jeremy ended up booking one of the rooms that Cassandra had and surprising me with this insane trip.
We had to get off Nantucket, get to south of France, and then get back here for our friend's wedding today. So there was a lot of logistics to figure out.
And in between went to a Lady Gaga concert. We'll explain that later. So we end up going on this trip, and let me tell you, I've never traveled like that. The second you get off the plane, there's a greeter with a little, like, not even like in the like you get off the plane and there's someone waiting for you.
Not even off the plane. Like you're literally stepping your foot off
the plane and there's
someone's like, wait.
Yeah, are you staying at Hotel du Cap? And they take you through security. There's no security lines. We actually got there so fast to the baggage that like the bags hadn't even come out yet. Between the time that we stepped off the plane and got to the hotel was maybe 30 minutes. It was the craziest experience. And I think that that's the only way I want to travel from now on.
Well, good luck.
No, what about next year?
No.
There's a reason I put the camera in front of you right now.
We're trying to make you commit to something? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
My birthday's first.
I know, that's the problem.
My birthday's next month.
Jeremy's still going to be paying the credit card for my birthday when his birthday comes up. So I need help. What am I going to get him for his birthday? Not socks. You said socks in the last episode, but I can't
really wear
socks.
Hats that much, so not a hat.
Can we just take you shopping? Can we just go shopping? Is that good?
I don't really need anything.
That's the problem. He never says I need everything. I want all of it.
I know.
I want it all.
And you need it all.
Sound like Peruka Salt. You don't know who Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
What's his name?
It's a girl.
Oh.
She's like the bratty one who like, she's like, Daddy, I want to do Oompa Loompa now.
Yeah. I don't know her name.
You know what?
What?
I'm Veruca Salt. Is it Salt? I think it's Salt.
I'm the grandparents who all sleep in bed together, like one by one, and just tell stories.
Eating soup all day.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you're the
I'd rather-
grandparents. Yeah. And you're the one that I'm like finally like, get out of bed, Grandpa.
Yeah, I put on my pajamas.
We're going to the south of France. This hotel was out of this world. It operates basically like a private club almost. Like you can't get like the people who go there go the same time pretty much every year. Like they repeat it. So the group that we ended up meeting at this hotel, they were so interesting. Actually, people from Baltimore, I love them.
Meet them. I've known them for years.
No, but the friends that they were with.
Oh yeah.
They all go to this hotel around the same time, and they kind of have this like group. Some people stay for months.
It's like adult summer camp.
It is summer
You
camp.
pick your weeks. You go to summer camp. You have activities to do. You don't really leave campus that much.
I'm not a camper.
Yeah,
but I am a Hotel du Cap camper.
Hotel du camper.
I'm a Hotel du camper. I will gladly sign up for that. You can put me in the top bunk. Hold on, someone's calling me.
Who's calling you?
It's spam again.
See, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
No, mine is just this 440 number that just keeps calling me. Literally every 12 seconds, it keeps calling me.
Block the number.
You know what? This didn't happen at the hotel. We should go back there.
Right. We barely left the.
We barely left the only time we left the hotel was to go to this place called Marguerite. I can't even tell you the amount of money that these people, there were tables spending probably $150,000 on
not just buying bottles, they're buying like a whole like
towers,
tray of bottles.
And it's all on my social media. So like if you want to see it, I have a whole Marguerite post. It was the craziest thing, and I'm like, I'll do the Hugo Spritz, please. But it was so much fun, and like you kind of like mix and mingle. So you're like with some of those people,
swing
the napkins in the air, and you like dance. Jeremy danced on a table.
I did dance on a table.
You guys don't know this about Jeremy, but he can get down.
I'm a very good table dancer.
Carol was not in her element. Carol doesn't like loud noises, and she's like a cat. You pet her sometimes, and it's like loving, and then you can pet her again 5 minutes later, and it's like, why are you petting me? You never know what you're getting.
Oh, right.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes, Carol. Honestly, I've never seen her so relaxed as I have in the south of France. She was so chill the entire time, so go with the flow. Great outfits.
Great outfits.
Great outfits.
What about Gil, who packed all that stuff, like literally 2 weeks of clothes in one carry-on?
Straight men can just like, I don't know, they pack better.
It was unbelievable.
No, I take like hanging bags for the silks. Yeah. I take, I put the espadrilles in a certain way. Like I can't just throw shit in a bag.
Carol and Cassandra, on the other hand, had like 5 bags each.
Yeah, they had a lot, but they're staying for an extra week. They're going to Paris. We are back on Nantucket. However, okay, so we're sitting at dinner. It's one of the dinners we went to in the south of France.
Towards the end of the trip.
It was towards the end of the trip, and I get this email. It looked like spam. Like I get this, it had like emojis, and I'm like, this is developed by AI. Like who is emailing me this? And it said Live Nation, and I'm like, Live Nation, like what are they emailing me about? And then in the first line it said Lady Gaga concert, and I'm at this dinner and my heart stopped. I looked at this thing and I was like, spam. Like who's inviting me to the Lady Gaga concert? Really? They could not possibly know that I'm a fan. How would they know? So the table goes silent. I'm like, guys, I think I got this email, and I think it's real. Live Nation invited me to the Lady Gaga concert. The problem, they only offered 1 ticket at first, but I have great management.
And you're 2 people.
And I'm 2 people. I don't go anywhere without Jeremy.
Nope.
I'm trying to think, do I go anywhere without you?
You need a babysitter.
I need someone to take my pictures.
Literally, you need a photographer. You could just hire a photographer. You wouldn't need me.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. It's easier to yell at you. So I said, I'm not going if Jeremy can't go. So my manager was like, he is happy and very willing to go, but can he get an extra ticket? And the second they told me I could have an extra ticket, that's when I was like, there's no way this is real. Like they're not
right.
Why? Like, why are they inviting me to the Lady Gaga concert? And then I remembered I had like 3 mega viral videos that Lady Gaga commented on, reposted, shared, the whole thing. And I was like, oh, I have talked about her a lot. Been to 9 concerts. I actually went into my photo album. I saw the first ticket I ever purchased, and it was like a physical ticket because it was back in the
Don't get those
in the
anymore.
70s.
That was better when you had physical tickets. That we have scrapbooks and everything now.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I did with any of that stuff. But now I just have Instagram, which is basically a scrapbook. I had a physical ticket. Guess how much I paid for my first Lady Gaga concert? And it was a 100 section, so like lower level in an arena.
$500.
No, it was $180.
No way.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
100 level.
Wow.
Yeah.
Won't get that anymore. Now like $1,800.
No, it was insane. Point being, huge Lady Gaga fan. I have been to probably 9 concerts. We saw her in Miami, remember, before the Super Bowl. She did her entire Enigma concert before the Super Bowl that one time. We saw her at the Super Bowl when she performed during the Super Bowl. Like, Enigma was wild. That was crazy. That was only like 5,000 people in that. It was tiny.
I think that was Taylor Swift.
No,
We saw her at the Super Bowl.
We saw Taylor Swift, and then we saw Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga was in
Oh.
Miami.
Okay.
Taylor Swift was like Houston.
Mm.
That was also sick. Two of my favorites. Like that is just crazy that
It's
I've seen
crazy.
them in those small areas, small venues. So point being, huge Lady Gaga fan. I get this email. I think it's fake. Turns out it's not fake. They allow me to bring Jeremy. And I'm like, oh God, are they going to seat me like in the rafter zone? Like expect me to take photos and videos and do this whole thing? No, we get to the arena and it's section A, which I knew was section A like a few days later. It was section A, seat 18 and 19. And I was like, oh, 18 and 19, that must be all the way over like on the outside.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought it
5,
started
yeah.
from 1 on the inside. It starts from 19. So like 19 is as close to the catwalk as you can possibly get. I got to my seat and cried. I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever experienced. Like I nearly swiped and deleted, archived, got rid of the email. I'm going to check every single email from now on.
In life, you never know.
Is that it?
You just never know. You
That's the whole line. That's the whole
That's it. In life, you never know.
wise words.
Right. So I'm saying, like, you got to look.
Keep your eyes open.
Like, so check your tab. You never know.
Oh, I never checked the tab. You do that.
I mean, other things. You got to open your mail. You don't open your mail. You throw out your mail. You
I
don't
never
open
open my
it.
mail. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist.
You've
And
probably thrown away so many checks on other stuff. You just don't open your mail.
checks, no, it's all bills. I don't want the bills. I always pay my bills, but now they're all digital. I don't need a reminder in the mail saying you have a bill. It's like, okay, you're gonna send me the bill via phone.
So we go to the concert. It's
I swear, it was
insane.
like a personal concert for me. It was.
It was actually.
I've
crazy.
never been so close to her. I've seen her in stadiums. Well, I have met her. I worked at SNL, so
Oh,
I've worked
right,
with her.
right.
But it was incredible to work on that show. It was a very cool show to work on. But I was an NBC page, so you're like the lowest of the low on the totem pole. Like people look through you. They're like, talk to my assistant. She treats every single person like they are the most important person in the room. So yes, you wear a name tag, but she wasn't like, excuse me, could you? She was like, Eric, would you mind I was with her for 4 days when she was there rehearsing.
Mhm.
This was before I knew Jeremy. This was my first job out of college. I worked at NBC. I worked at NBC in the NBC page program, and my assignment was with SNL, which is like the coveted assignment. And when she came on the show, I was like, I need to play it cool. And I did. I mean, you had to, or you would get fired. She was just the most delightful human being I'd ever encountered. And they always say never meet your idols, and I don't really have idols. Like, I don't idolize anyone.
But you love people.
I love people, and I just have so much respect for her, and I just think she's an incredible artist, and like she really was someone that, like, when I was in the closet, like she really, like, her music just like resonated with me because she felt like a freak. I never felt like a freak, but I definitely felt like I was hiding something, and she was just, I don't know, like her music was just like the voice of my youth and the way that I ended up in New York. And
You should write her and tell her that. That's nice.
write Lady Gaga.
Yeah, and tell her what she did for you, and like, she doesn't know it. And,
What if you just call Lady Gaga up?
No, you should write her and tell
No,
her.
Jeremy, it's a line. No,
What?
no. It's a Kardashian line. Kris Jenner is like, why don't you just call Taylor Swift up? Why don't
Oh.
you just call Taylor up?
Oh, well, they might have her phone number. You don't have Lady Gaga's
Never
phone
mind,
number.
you're not getting it. Point
Okay.
being, Lady Gaga's amazing. We went to her concert. It was incredible. That was last night. We got home from the concert at 11. We flew home today.
Not home. Flew back to Nantucket.
We flew back to Nantucket today
Right.
from New York. That was also a crazy situation. So we were flying on this airline called Tradewind. It's great. It's like semi-private. So like you basically book like one seat on how many seats are there? 10?
Like a 10-seater plane.
10-seater plane. So you book like one seat on the plane.
It's very
Small.
easy. You get there 30 minutes
Super
super flight.
easy.
Like, it's super straightforward.
It's great. However, Jeremy and I, we never do anything the way we should. So I don't know if I called it to the wrong part of the airport or if the Uber just took me to the wrong part of the airport. They dropped us off on the commercial side, and then the private side, which is where this airline leaves from, is like a 5-minute drive. So too far to walk.
Same airport, but just totally other side. You can't
Opposite
walk.
side. You can't even walk there. So I'm like, oh my God, we're going to miss this flight because you get there 30 minutes before and you're like totally safe for the flight. But of course, we screwed it up.
I still don't think we screwed it up. I think the driver.
I think the driver dropped us
Yeah.
off. I clicked Tradewind, so they should have
He
taken us
just
there.
saw HPN and just dropped us
Yeah.
off.
So we ended up asking a police officer, hey, our flight's in 30 minutes. Like, what's the quickest way to get there? And he's like, you're not going to make the flight. You should hop in. And we were like, what? So Jeremy and I,
This morning, we're in the back of a police
we're in
car.
the back of a police car.
Which is actually, I learned a lot of things back there in the short time we were in there. First of all, there are no handles inside the police car, so you can't actually close the doors. He has to open the door and close the door for you, number one. Number two,
Hold on.
what?
Hold on. Why the fuck would there be handles in the back of a police car?
To get out of the car.
Why? I'm supposed to be the stupid one. Why would there be handles in the back of a police car?
Well, when he's shuttling someone from the commercial side of the airport to the private side, and they went to get in and out of the car. How are they going to do it without handles?
So this wasn't a taxi service. This was a
I know.
police car. Oddly enough, they put me in their like.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even in the criminal side. I was like,
I was in like a side for like the criminals that like must spit or something
Yeah.
because there was like a glass box around me. I couldn't even talk to the officer.
No, you couldn't do anything.
I
You
couldn't
were
do
in-
anything. I was in like a little cube like this big. Thank God I'm not claustrophobic. But I did have my suitcase in it with me, so it was like crammed like this.
One thing I did think of, and we didn't, like, thank God we didn't have big suitcases. When we got in the back, when he said get in, I thought, well, are you going to pop the trunk for our suitcases? They didn't pop the trunk.
Were
But
you mistaking a police
know,
officer's
it's
car with an Uber
the other
X?
thing that was crazy was, did you notice that the seat, there was like no padding, no cushion. It was literally just like a bench. It was like, it was so uncomfortable.
I am so worried that Jeremy, my loving husband, truly thinks that this was a car service that I booked. Did you think this was like a black lane
I
car?
will say what was kind of cool was that he just went full speed. He turned on a siren once or twice to get through some intersections.
Because he's a fucking police
I
officer.
know, and he was he was just really nice. Like really nice.
Because we weren't criminals.
I know, but you didn't have to do that. Westchester County police officers.
Yeah,
Nice
they
people.
were actually amazing.
Really,
shout
really
out
nice.
shout out to Westchester.
Yeah,
Is Westchester in the house?
Westchester police officers. Anyway,
Westchester is in
Super
the house.
nice.
Remember Lagarite? They
oh
kept
yeah,
making
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Every time someone would buy like a crazy like bottle situation, like bottles at Lagarite, they would be like, Armenia's in the house. This was the funniest. Hold on, back to Lagarite. Okay, so when you order bottles, they would have people that were like dressed up as like certain things from the country. So like Australia, I don't know what they had, but they had like the Australian flag
They
and
do
then
the
they,
flag and they do
and then they
different-
dress up
yeah.
in fun costumes. Guess what the United States dressed up
I mean,
as?
this was really weird.
Orange jumpsuits. They were dressed like criminals.
Literally criminals, and it said in the back, was it like U.S. prisons or something?
I
like
don't
that?
know what it said, but
It
I'm
was
like, this is what people think of the U.S. now.
Right.
Great. But they did give a little teeny tiny flag to hang above the
Couple
table.
countries I was kind of surprised that they had people there from.
Where?
Very small countries, and they were getting like big bottles and whatever.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean, probably like the biggest fish in a tiny pond.
Right, exactly. So we're pulling back up to, we got there in enough time. It was great.
To a fancy private airport.
We're pulling up to the private side of the terminal, and the police officer said, as a request, oh, wait, do you want me to just pull over on the side so we don't, not pulling out right in front?
And we were like,
And
no,
and then he
pull
said,
up in front.
He said, you know what? If you're going to do it, do it. And he pulled up
Pulls
right
up
in
right
front.
in front, lets us out of the
Let
car
us out.
because, again, no handles.
Everyone people were there were like, what is going
Who
on
are
here?
these people and why are they arriving in a police car? I'm like, don't fuck with us.
So I said
We're criminals.
loudly enough so that some people could hear, straight from the bars right to the airport.
Like we got arrested for
Yeah,
drinking or
exactly.
something.
Yeah.
You have so many jokes.
No, I think I said straight from the night out, right to the airport. Yeah, something like that.
It
Just
was
let 'em do
crazy.
yours.
It honestly, like, how did that happen to us?
I don't know. I mean, thank God the police officer was nice enough to do that, because otherwise,
Yeah,
we would have missed our flight.
we would have missed the flight. That was crazy. And now we are on Nantucket. And let me tell you, my Instagram stories right now, I'm
They're
having,
all over the place.
I'm having one of those days, when like you just are really feeling, you're like, wow, shit. And you're just like tapping and you're like, that's a great story I've got up. That is a great story. It's making me sound like I'm my own biggest fan. But like sometimes I just like lay in bed watching my Instagram stories and I'm like, I love my life.
Do you really?
Yes. I love my life.
That's a little weird.
I don't care. I love my life. I feel very blessed.
As long as you're not saying,
Ow!
as long as you're not saying I love my wife.
And this is going to be the end of Nantucket. So the look and feel of this podcast is going to change. We're going to go back to New York and shoot it there. I am going to have other guests. It's not just going to be Jeremy, the soup loving history buff
I thought I was
husband.
your co-host.
It says with Eric Goldie on the microphone. So we are going to be back in New York. We're going to be in New York for a little
A
while.
little bit until my birthday.
We're not going to be in New York for a little bit. We're literally going to LBI next weekend. I have a
We're
crazy
here for
week in New York
we're here
though.
for a couple days.
Guess what, guys? I'm going to the US Open and it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited for this. And we're going to be sharing a bunch of content on the socials, on the social media, as the kids say.
Probably no more police car action. I think that's
God, I hope not.
That's the only time this year.
No police car
Knock on
action.
wood.
That's going to be the last time, hopefully for a very long time, that I'm in the back of a police car.
Right.
You never know,
Sometimes
though.
They do those ride along things. Apparently, you can ride along with the police officer.
Well, now
Sit
that
in
we
the
know how
front.
uncomfortable the back seats are,
Definitely sit in the front.
sit in the front. But yeah, so we got a busy few weeks coming up and then we're leaving for Italy. So that's going to be fun. But maybe, should I bring this with me? Should we do a podcast in Italy?
I think it'd be great. Frankly, I'm upset we didn't bring it with us to France. It would have been so much fun doing it in France. By the way, so many interesting facts we didn't talk about where we were in south of France in that area. Maybe another podcast we'll get to. I don't have time today, but there's so many things we didn't talk about.
Like what?
Like, for instance, all the land around there back in the day along the coast we were walking, that was all privatized land.
Yeah.
And over time, the town kind of like they bought it, or I don't think it was eminent domain, but they opened it up to the public so you can actually walk through. Am I boring you? I thought it was interesting.
No, keep going.
Do you know the history behind Hotel du Cap?
Rich people.
No, actually, literally the opposite. It was like a writers' colony. They had like writers and artists and all sorts of people that would come there in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and they would stay and they would write.
From like the mansion part up top.
Yeah, that's what they were. That's where they stayed. Picasso, Chagall.
Picasso stayed at an Eden Rock.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Well, it wasn't called Eden Rock then. I think it was just Hotel du Cap. I think Eden Rock is just the lower part by the ocean.
You're just like an endless
We'll
supply
talk
of
about more
facts.
of it later. Yeah, it's actually very interesting.
We will talk about that later. We'll table it. See where we go with this.
I think I should be on every episode.
You were the one who did not want to do this in the beginning. Do you remember?
I know, but now I have so many things I want to tell you, and what
Tell
a
me.
great time to.
It's
like, sit
all
down.
yours. The floor is yours, buddy.
I mean, not right now. I mean, in general.
Oh, got it. Well, that's been our week. I mean, it seems like we've lived a month in a week, and I wouldn't really want to have it any other way. It was really, truly, I think, the best birthday week I've ever had in my entire life, and I really do feel so lucky.
Wow,
I really do, and I'm not just saying that.
that's actually really sweet.
I know that's cheesy, isn't it?
No, it's not. I mean, it's cheesy a little bit. You could put it on a mug, but I just think that that's really nice.
I might put it on a mug.
How many times do people say this is the best birthday I've ever had?
Ever. I'm like actually nervous for your birthday. I have nothing planned.
Oh, don't tell me that. That's not good.
Nothing. Because every time I ask him, I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, I don't want anything.
No, I want to be surprised.
I'm very specific with what I want. I'm like, Jeremy, I want this sweater. I
Right.
want this trip. I want
Lady Gaga.
I want Lady Gaga. Lady
this.
Gaga came to me. I didn't even ask
Sure.
for it. We already had tickets. We
We're
already have tickets.
going.
We're going again on Wednesday.
We're already going.
That's the craziest part about the whole
We've
thing.
got tennis on Tuesday and Gaga on Wednesday.
Exactly. It's going to be a crazy week.
Yeah.
It's also a Kardashian reference. I have a
Oh.
crazy week. Nobu Wednesday, Vegas Thursday. I don't remember the rest of it. That's all the time we have for this episode. We're not on a time crunch. We'll see you next week for another episode of Take Me Off Speaker.
With your host.
No, shut up. That's the end.
Oh.